Back-to-back series-clinching Sunday afternoon wins for the Colonels after beating Lamar last week 5-4 to take 2 out of 3 in Beaumont. Another heart-racing performance on a Sunday afternoon, but a 3-1 win behind 5 2/3 scoreless innings from Alex Ernestine. Let's jump right to the latter stages of this game because you saw some tenacious pitching from Alex Ernestine, from Adam Tarver, and then your freshman, Austin Bollinger, who gets the save in the ninth. What happened over those final 3 innings to ensure that this game would be won by your Colonels?
Well, Tarver came into a tough situation and gets a punch out, and he's not used to throwing 4 innings. He's a closer. It's a 1-inning guy or a one hitter kind of guy sometimes, and when you're asking him to do a lot, it's hard to ask a closer to do that. But he did a great job for us, kept him at bay, handed it off to Austin Bollinger, who came in, into probably the toughest situation he may have ever been in, and he just came after him, and he fell behind a couple of times and made some really clutch pitches. He was about as clutch as you can be, and at this time of the year, it's all about heart and soul, and he was right there in it the entire time. But that kid worked his tail off to get where he was at. It didn't just happen today. I think it probably started last summer when he committed himself to being the best he can be, and he did a phenomenal job. But, boy, how about the plays we made behind him? We made some phenomenal defensive plays all day, and I think I'd have to look pretty hard. I haven't seen a box score, but they only had maybe 1 extra base hit, a lot of singles, and Ernie is the tribute to that. He did a phenomenal job for us today to get the start, and but just to see us make plays, Chet makes a phenomenal play in left field. Gavin Webby made several plays and took some hits away. Quade Smith made some plays in the outfield, and of course our infielders made some plays. Our shortstop, who was, in my opinion, the best shortstop in the Southern Conference, delivered for us again.
You just named 3 players who contributed to this win, but to break down this game, Gavin Webby in the 3rd inning, 2 plays he makes. He throws to third and gets a lead runner, throws home to end the inning. Niehaus leaps up against the fence to make a play. And Joey Morales, real quick, we've noted the 160 straight starts for him at shortstop, but the plays he made and to end the game with an athletic throw to first, do you ever just sit back in awe of what you see from him?
I'm just really proud of him because he's been there for us since he was a freshman, and I remember the first day working with him, like it was yesterday, and just to see him grow and really enjoy playing defense and not look at it as a job. It's been a lot of fun, but he takes away so many hits, and he's such a leader for us there that, when a baseball's hitting that area, our entire dugout feels like it's an out, and so it's fun to see. It's fun to see, but boy, he puts in the work to be that good.
UNO loses at home against HBU, so you're tied for 7th with Lamar and UNO, and now the Privateers come to town for a split series where you'll play 2 at home. Mm-hmm. You control your fate. To be in this position, what has happened the last 2 weekends that needs to continue into the final 2 weekends to put you back in the playoffs?
Well, our players are fighting together, and regardless of who gets the credit, I don't think anybody cares right now. I think they're just really falling in love with the game, falling in love with winning, and falling in love with competing in the moment. We were in the same situation last Sunday and had to make some plays and pitches, and we did it on the road. And again, our backs against the wall. These guys always come out and find a way, and very proud of them, very proud of their efforts. And then we just got to do a good job as coaches and make sure we don't try to overcoach right now and just let these boys play, because our time has been put in, and they put in the time. I want them to enjoy every second of this thing.
It's always a treat to soak up a victory and to appreciate what your team accomplished. But in a day where there's so much emotion at Didier Field, and we look out and see Ben Meyer Diamond as the paint is now etched into the field, and the tribute was a winning one for the name and legacy of Ben Meyer. To pull off a game and a win of this magnitude with the Meyer family in attendance, can it get any better?
No, it really can't. It was a special day, and I told our guys that before when we met early this morning, that today was going to be a special day and something special was going to happen, and you got to take care of the dead. You got to take care of now Ben Meyer Diamond. So. And we did that, and then appreciate all the thanks in the world goes to an awesome person, an awesome supporter, and Tommy Meyer, and really a true friend who's been there since I took over as head coach every game. That guy's been with us on the road. And now he's my next door neighbor. So feel like he's my brother, so to speak. But I appreciate him and his family, and I appreciate our guys' efforts today and everyone that was here. It was a great day.
Alex Ernestine, best start of his Colonel career, and I feel like every start that you pitch at home, we have to continue to say best start of Alex Ernestine's career. You keep raising the bar. And this is your 3rd season with the program, but your role has constantly evolved. How have you reached this point in your career where in the biggest game of the season, you go 5 2/3 scoreless innings and give your team a win?
Well, when I first got here as a freshman, they had high expectations for me, and I've just taken the off season each year and just kept working and working to get to this point. And they wanted me as a starter, and then for the most part I was relieving, and now I'm back starting, relieving. It's whatever they ask me, I'm going to go out there and do my best, and I'm prepared for whatever role they put me in, and I'm going to give my team a chance to win every time I'm on the mound. And had great defense today. Outfield was unbelievable, and Joey was making plays like a pro shortstop would do. It was an unbelievable job defense-wise and pitching today.
What was your favorite? You had the Chet Niehaus play against the fence. Morales made a couple. Webby throws out guys at third and home. These are hard choices.
I'm going to have to go with Webby throwing out the guy at home. That just brought momentum to the dugout and saved me from throwing to another batter, and that was probably one of the best throws I've ever seen Gavin play. And he's also playing center field right now, which he's not used to playing, and he's been doing a great job, and I commend him for everything, and he works hard, and that's probably my favorite one.
Alex Ernestine and the Colonels, they pick up the series victory against SFA. Ernie wins his second game of the season, and as our SID Jordan Bergeron said, escape artist. You did it through the first 3 innings, but then the 4th and 5th, clean innings of work. You only faced 4 hitters in the 4th and 5th. How did you take some of the tricky challenges that arrived in the first 3 innings and then move on, quick work, 4th and 5th? And you handed the lead to your bullpen without taxing them.
I just knew that the hitters of Stephen F. Austin were on top of basically all my pitches, working counts. I just wanted to stick to the plan. Coach Butler told me don't change anything, just keep attacking. And I felt the best I did the 4th and 5th inning. And I think as the game goes on, my stuff gets better. It just takes a little time, but just stick with the plan and always just keep working and live off of the previous innings.
We've got a young man we're about to talk to here named Austin Bollinger, and if we're noting how many roles you've embraced this season, same can be said for Bollinger. You've gone from a midweek starter, reliever. You had to get the save against Southeastern 2 Saturdays ago. Bollinger gets the first save of his career in a situation that you didn't really plan for, but when you have to expect the unexpected, how does that translate into the success for Colonel Baseball, where any given day you don't know what your role is going to be?
What Coach says is always just, like you said, expect the unexpected. We prepare day in and day out for whatever role, because some days our starters will go CGs or they'll go 5 innings and the bullpen has to come in and shove. And Tarver did a role that he's not usually does, but he came in and gave us what he had for 2 2/3, 3 innings, and gave it to Bali. And he's been in situations like that before, and he works day in and day out, and he's one of the hardest workers on the team. And I'm glad that success happened to him, because it was well-deserved, and it was his time coming.
Alex, you've got 7 games left in the regular season, 6 against conference opponents. You're tied with UNO, and you get 3 games against the Privateers next weekend. How do you keep this momentum going?
Just get back after it tomorrow, Monday, weight room, and just keep playing our best baseball, because our bats are hot. Our pitching is some of the best pitching that I've seen this year, and it's the right time to be hot when postseason is coming around. So just keep going.
Well, I think the fun really started in the 8th inning whenever I came in with the bases loaded. Coach called on me in a critical situation. I just wanted to go in, get a ground ball, turn a double play. But, Evans, he's the hottest hitter in our league right now. And I was able to get 2 strikes on him and execute a pitch, and he swung right over it. Next guy, just the same thing, attacking, made a good pitch with 2 strikes, and it went our way. But the 9th inning, first batter, I hit the guy on a missed pitch. Kind of shoot myself in the foot there, but just wanted to come back and attack the zone, stick with the plan, and I was able to get some ground balls and some good plays with my defense, man. Hats off to them. They did it.
Let me get this straight. You describe walking into a bases-loaded jam in the 8th inning as fun?
Oh, yeah, man. It's always fun, If you look at it as like if you go in there nervous or don't have fun, then I think that's when stuff starts going bad for you. But, it's always fun no matter what situation I'm put into.
Your Uncle Niles played here from 1978 to 1982. Your dad was here in the early 80s as well. 3rd generation Colonel Baseball, and now you're continuing to raise the stock on your standard and your name. To do this wearing the red and white at home for the first time and get your first save, how much does it mean to you?
It means everything. I don't do this for me. Like you said, I do it for those guys down there. And I'm glad my dad's always here, but I'm glad my uncle was able to get out to a game today and see that see me get a save, get in there, do well. I'm glad they got to see that. That's all for them.
When you look up and you can catch the eye of your family in the stands after a multi-inning save and a must-win to clinch the series, do you just have that nod of approval, letting them know that they're who you're here to do this for and their presence means everything?
Absolutely. I mean, they supported me through everything. They know that. I tell them that all the time. Like, thanks for coming to the games. Like, I couldn't do any of this without you. And for them all to be there, and whenever I get in, anytime I get in, really, it's all for them. Like I said, they support me through everything. They give me nothing but the best, and I couldn't ask for better parents.
You redshirted last year as a freshman. What did you picture for yourself during all those long and late hours when you weren't on the field but you were envisioning what your career would look like?
Just this, I didn't know if it would happen this soon or when it would happen, but last year sitting in the dugout in shorts, this is all I thought about, these moments like this. So, this is really what I pictured doing, and feels great. Bases
loaded, 2-run game, 2 outs in your face, and the front runner for MVP in the conference, and you strike him out. What was your mentality when you entered the game and you're up there facing Evans, who's been swinging a hot stick all weekend?
Yeah, like I said, I knew he's a great hitter. He's been hitting the ball well all weekend, but I just wanted to come in, like I said, try to get a ground ball, and I was able to get 2 strikes on him, and just attack him, give him my best pitch, and good thing he swung over it.
Well, congrats on your first save of your Colonel career. Did they let you keep the ball?
No, I don't think so, but it's not a big deal to me. Hopefully there'll be more opportunities like that.
Big weekend ahead. You've got UNO, and then it's off to Conway, Arkansas, tied for 7th place. Colonel baseball back in business. When did you feel like there was a turning point with this team and you guys would control your future fate?
Last week, actually a couple weeks ago before we went to Lamar, we had a team meeting, and I think we were around 500 or right at 500. But Coach said, today's the start of a new season. We're 0-0. So treat it that way and make it the best season possible. And since then, we won the series at Lamar, come back and win the series here. It's big. You just got to get hot at the right time.
Well, go celebrate with your family. Pretty amazing that your dad and uncle both played ball here almost 30 years ago, and now you get to soak up some memories and appreciate your performance today. We'll see you next weekend against UNO.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Austin Bollinger and the Colonels, 2 out of 3 against one of the hottest teams in the conference, even though SFA lost all 3 against Southeastern. SLU has won 8 straight games in the conference. They are just a shade outside of first place, and a 14-9 mark coming into today's game for SFA. We knew it would be a challenge for the Colonels, but they get 2 runs in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and a 3-1 win. Alex Ernestine, so sharp all afternoon once he was able to survive the first 3 innings. He goes 5 2/3 innings of work, no runs allowed, and then Adam Tarver and Austin Bollinger, they pieced together the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. Colonels preserve the shutout until the 7th, but they hold on and get a 3-1 win behind Austin Bollinger's first career save with the Colonels and Alex Ernestine's second win of the season.